All right, so we're going to switch over to a different part. I like to share with you guys at the beginning of the year a few things about me so you can get to know your teacher a little bit better. And I generally like to tell you a little bit about what we like to do. So, this is my husband and I. I have been a teacher for 13 years. I've actually been married to my husband for three. We met each other 4 years ago. He and I both love scuba diving and the ocean. I like green drinks a lot and I love to travel the world and I am all about some good movies. I love to hike and swim and I have a set of twin sisters. I am super grateful for my parents, my mom and my dad, and obviously I love science. So last year on vacation, my husband and I went to Hawaii, did some snorkeling and scuba diving. We actually got to swim with some dolphins, which was fun. And then this summer, we actually went to Norway and London. So I would just have to say, if you guys ever get an opportunity to go to Norway, you should go. It was absolutely gorgeous. I think you would really enjoy it. So what is science? Science is understanding the universe and the world, asking questions, making observations, looking at things in a different perspective. Um, and these two videos I'm actually going to go ahead and post on Canvas so you guys can watch those. I'm also going to post your seventh grade video here on Canvas as well so you can watch that. Now I'm going to skip down here to the seventh grade material so you know what we're going to be covering this year. There are 5 topics. The first one is forces in motion. We're going to look at the motion, the mass, and how the forces are affected by that motion and the mass of the object. We're also going to look at mass and gravity and how they affect each other as well. We're going to look at electric and magnetic forces and how those forces interact with each other. We're going to look at changes in the earth over time, cycles, which have to do with rocks, composition, and patterns. We're going to look at human engineered structures and how geologic hazards can change those structures. We're going to look at structure and function of life, cells in the body system. We're going to look at reproduction and inheritance, so genetics and the technology we use with genetics, and to look at reproduction and inheritance. And we're also going to look at species and how they change over time. We will be using Amplify this year. We're going to be using it to complete these specific modules. We will be doing metabolism. And just for example, in metabolism, each of these lessons, you will be some kind of scientist. In this case, you're going to be a medical student and you're going to get to diagnose a patient based on what you see that they have an issue with. You're going to have to look at their medical records and basically figure out what's going on and why they're having the issues they are. We will also do force and motion, natural selection, evolutionary history, plate, motion, rock transformations and traits, and reproduction. The other thing I wanted to inform you guys of is at the end of the day, we talked about earlier how the last 5 minutes of class we would be stopping to talk about cross cutting concepts. So we'll be covering these all year long. In each lesson at the end, I will ask you if you see a specific one. I may say, okay, today's cause and effect. Or I may say it's an anything goes kind of day, and you can choose any one of the cross cutting concepts. And what you'll need to do is tell me the cross cutting concept and how you saw it in the lesson for the day. And we will either be discussing that as groups or as a whole class discussion. So you can prepare for that at the very end of class. And that's the end of this portion. So make sure you guys check out the other videos on Canvas after this.